Hi guys, and welcome back to Pyro Painting. Today I'm going to show you a little technique on how to paint chibi eyes. Now, chibi eyes is a very simple technique, but it's very effective, especially on the miniatures that we're going to be doing it. Now, you personally might not want to paint chibi eyes, or you don't think you need to learn this technique yet because you're not painting these sort of miniatures. Trust me, it's a good one to get under your belt. Because chibi eyes in some degree can be very hard to get used to because of a wrong placed pupil, as if when you're not painting normal eyes, it's going to make the person look drunk or crazy or just downright stupid. So it's good to practice these. It's good to get this down so you ain't going to worry about anything else. You know, you've got it known. So I'm going to be showing you this technique on a miniature called Magoo from Arcadia Quest. Now, as I said, this technique is really simple. I prefer this one over a lot. There are different ways of doing it. Different ways of where you put in the whites and the blacks and certain ways of doing it. But this is the simplest way that I could see that is the most effective. So I'll get the camera set up and we'll show you how to paint chibi eyes. See you guys in a minute. So right then, here's the colours we're going to be using. We're going to be using a deep blue, a crystal blue, a black. We're also going to use a white. So the idea of this is that you're going to have a dark, a light shade. That's going to make it the iris, well, the whole eye, the colour in. Then you have black, which is going to have the pupil, and the white is just going to add like a fraction of light. Okay, so we'll start off with the dark blue. Now, this is the worst bit to do because if you get them a squiff and then off, like dead center kind of thing on both eyes together, it just does not look right. So for me personally, when I'm doing these, instead of me working from a dot outwards, I like to go from top down. So you'll see that when I do them, I don't leave any white at the top. Now, for me personally, I find it makes it a hell of a lot easier to do the eyes, and they look kind of better as well. So as you saw from that one, do a line down the center until you find where you want to be, and then just bulking it out until this like rounded off oval kind of shape from the top, kind of cut off from where that beginning is of the eye at the top. Again, it's just basically me filling it out. I would go 2 thin coats on that white because mine was awful. Crystal blue is the next one. Now, crystal blue is to add what looks like a light fragment in the actual pupil, in like the eye. So it's basically adding a different color inside of it. It makes the eyes pop more. So how to do that is simply, you're going to get that crystal blue, you're going to take your lighter color, and you're going to do like a U shape inside of the pupil. Well, inside of the your original color. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure these colors have enough difference so that they stand out in a sense, but then also at the same point it seems like it's blended, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's what you're going to want to be looking for. So the next is matte black. Now we're going to use matte black for the pupils. Now I do with the pupils the same as what I do with the base tone of the eye. So I like to start up near the top. I do leave a little bit at the top though. I kind of work her over to it after and like kind of fill out the gap, but I go a little bit lower than that and then just kind of line it up. Make sure that you get these eyes pointing in the right direction, because this is the point where you're going to make the eyes look drunk or stupid or whatever. They're going to look awful if you don't get them centered. So white's next. Now white, all it does, it just adds a little bit of extra detail, like a little bit of sparkle in the eye, like all anime characters have. Just 2 dots. Placement makes them pop a lot more. I find if you pull it on side, just on the side of the black, between your black and your base tone, they look a hell of a lot good. Now this is like an extra bit. So electric blue, what we're going to do is we're going to, from the original U shape of the lighter tone, we're just going to add a little bit more. It gives it a bit more 3-dimensional when it hits the table. So there you have it, guys. That's how to paint chibi eyes. Chibi eyes is a very simple technique that most people just overlook because they're not doing those sort of miniatures, and really it's something that everyone should know how to do. Again, it's a very simple technique and it's very effective. Now, if you are painting like Arcadia Quest and what, some of the models do have recesses for their eyes, so it makes it easier on that case, but then there's some that is literally just blank. So this technique is very, very crucial. Now, this camera I don't think is going to let me do it, but you can't really see here, but I'm going to add some pictures to fit the Facebook page, the Instagram page. I'll also put it in this thumbnail on how to do the picture of the eyes and stuff. So you can get a closer look and what you can expect your results to be. So there you go. It's the one at the end is a bit of a different one. It's just a add-on. It doesn't really add much to it except for when it's a bit closer. When it's tabletop and you're just looking at it from a foot or two, you can't really tell the difference. But when you are looking a bit up close, you can go, oh yeah, there's a little bit more color there. It kind of just rounds it off, it brings it together. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this, please hit that thumbs up button. Comment below if you have any questions about the technique, if there's somewhere you're going a bit wrong or not. Hopefully I can help you on how to do it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And until next time, see ya.